Welcome to this episode of Liberty Creek. As you've seen, Jennifer is getting the cabin warm. This is what we do every time we come up. It is Saturday, December 10th, around 10 o'clock in the morning. We just arrived about a half an hour ago. We unloaded the car because my truck might be down for the count. So come the new year, I'll be looking for another truck. But what we have in store for you on this episode is installing this propane blue flame wall heater. We have two stools that Pop's got me. They're for the kitchen. I know next spring I'm going to build just a small deck in front of the outdoor kitchen, and it's going to have two stools on it. I've been looking for little stools. I can't find anything that, like, all weather type things, so I don't have to keep dragging them in and out. And Pop's found blind stools, the ones that you stick in your hunter's blind and sit there all day and hunt from. I would have never thought about looking for those type of stools. But we also will finish up the window to close in the outdoor kitchen. When I arrived to the cabin today, the window was pushed in or blew in. I don't know. I will be fixing all that today. I brought up the insulation. If you watch one of the previous videos, I wanted to insulate that window. All right, let's move on. As I said, when we get up here when it's cold, first thing Jen does is get that fireplace going, because it is cold and my hands are the first things to go, and once they go, I have to wait before I could do anything else because I can't do anything. So she gets that going, and it takes quite some time. Sometimes we come here and it's like -1 degree, and everything, the lazy boys, you're sitting there and your core temperature will drop because it's freezing here in Vermont, this part of Vermont. And so right now it's 32 out. Jen's got the fire cranking. It's up to 31 degrees in the cabin. As you can see, I got some smoke coming from my mouth. What we always wanted to do is to get one of these to hang on the wall and let it run for the first hour when we're up here, especially when it gets colder. A lot of people are switching over to the infrared propane heaters. I have that on my little buddy. You ever see the little buddy heater? Those things are great. Those will heat the objects in the room. It will radiate the heat like the sun does. This will heat the air. This is what I need here. This is what you use in a well-insulated place. This is insulated. And if you have just your garage at home or something, probably you want to go infrared. The little, it's like a little red heater thing that lights up. This one shows the actual flames. I went with this because my plans are, let me show you real quick over here. We're going to mount it, and please, I don't care where you think I should mount it. I know I'm going to mount it here because it's going to be easy for me to bring the propane right in underneath the plate here, out and connect. And that's where it's all lined up for. It would probably be better if I put it over here because there's electricity if I ever add the blower, but I'm not going to do that. I think this would be the easiest spot to do it in. And my plan is to put the box fan over here, pointed this way, so when this thing's blowing, it will blow the hot air out and
or into our bedroom,
whatever we need. But like I said, for everyone saying, oh, why are you doing that? Now you're heating your cabin with propane. That costs money, blah, 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 blah. True. If we're here 24/7, we didn't need that because we could just feed the stove, and the stove will radiate heat, and that's what really gets everything nice and toasty and warm, and it does work. This is just to get that initial frozen, freezing, cold, angry cold air out of this cabin when we first come in, and it's just like, 3 feet of snow out there. We're freezing because we're doing stuff outside. We started the wood stove up, but it just takes too long. And if I could just come over here and go, ah, yes, yes, yes. Well, nice warm air for that first hour. I might go through a little propane, but it probably lasts me through the winter because we're only up here, we're up here, I don't know, a couple times a month, run it for an hour or two, and let me stop yapping. But this, I'm trying to cut down the comments because everyone's got a comment, and this is what we're gonna do. All right, let me get to it. All right, folks. So there you have it. It's installed. This is a 30,000 BTU unit. It could heat up to 1,000 square foot house. The cabin is well under 1,000 square feet. I believe this will be the answer to our problems when we get up here and it's like negative degrees out and it's freezing and everything in the cabin is just a block of ice. What we'll do is crank this on for about an hour, and while the wood burner stove really starts cranking, and once it gets up to a little bit of being comfortable in the cabin, we'll just shut it off. And this year, unless I do run the black pipe with this temporary hookup, it is just for probably this winter, unless I get around to it. The flex hose that we're using is indoor, outdoor. It's supposed to be, you need something in the garage, you hook it up, boom, bang, bing, you get it running. You shouldn't be running through walls or anything like this. The propane itself, it's actually, the line did reach all the way to the back of the cabin. So the propane tank sits there right underneath the back porch here. And the line is long enough to come right up in, and it looks neat out of the way. You don't see anything. I already measured to get the pipe, and that will be in an upcoming video or in the springtime, because I'm not sure if I could get under there. It is going to be probably very cold next time I come up. It's going, and it feels great. I could just imagine that 0-degree weather, and we're up here usually freezing. And now when I'm cold, I could come over here for a minute and start going ahead and bringing stuff in from out of the car, come back, warm up. This is going to be a game changer, definitely. And I think I'm going to like this better than the infrared, because it is just heating the heat. The heat, it's just heating the air all around. So project 1 done. Now let's go turn our attention to the chairs that Jennifer has been working on. Let's see how they look. Whoa, there you have it. Jen's still working on one over here. But check this out, folks. Oh, yeah. I want to lean back, but you shouldn't lean back at them. But there's an adjustment here. You can bring it all the way up to counter height. So now you can sit at the counter, and Jen could serve me out there, and I could eat all the food and be able to talk to her. And I plan on building a nice little deck, maybe a 6-footer or maybe even a 4-foot deck right off of there, and put your chairs right on there. This is great. Thanks, Pops. Good find. Good find. So I just kicked over a campfire out here and burned some of those boxes. I'm gonna work on the window right now. I did bring up the foam. I rough cut it at home. It needs to be cut back a little bit more on this side. Once I put that in, I'm gonna put more foil over the top to keep it in, and that's where I'm gonna go this year with it. The magnet thing, I'm not sure if it's gonna work. I have to adjust a couple things. I'll probably have to add a couple more washers, bring them out, especially where they're not touching, and that may work. But I didn't bring the washers up, so I'm gonna probably just mount it, just put 2 screws in it so it doesn't go anywhere this winter. All right, there you have it, folks. My insulated window. Basically, it's just to keep the weather out, the snow out. The magnet thing is giving me problems. I'll readdress that in the springtime or before next winter. I might replace this whole thing. Some people are kicking around the shutters. I should put shutters or something. I don't know about that. I don't know. I don't know about shutters. I'll have to see. But I'll come up with something. I always do. But for right now, just to reinforce this, make sure it doesn't blow out or anything. All I do, I'm taking these little screw. I got a little screw in this corner inside and in this corner inside, so it cannot blow in. And now I'm gonna come back with 2 little screws and put it on this inside outside corner and that outside corner. So now it's trapped between the 2 little screws, and it shouldn't fall out anymore. But that's how we'll do it. And now let me show you what else I got. All right, so this is what I got. We like our little kitchen outdoors, and we run off of solar here. And right now I have 1 battery. I think I'm going to expand the battery bank to 2. I'll show you what I got over here. Now it's cold weather. I have a piece of insulation. I'm gonna have that sitting on. I have to cut it, and it's right over there. I have the box top open because I don't have it ventilated right now. I do have the stuff to now ventilate. I even have a little fan, just because those batteries can give off gases, and you want to make sure you get the gases out of that box. Now, what I did is, you can see I got some 12-volt wire, and I'll show you what I got here on Black Friday or Cyber Monday, one of them. On Cyber Monday, I was just looking online, and I got this thing. I thought this would be pretty cool. Just goes right directly to the battery there, or right to my inverter, or not the inverter, the controller. And it should show me basically I have a USB ports and a cigarette lighter port. It'll show me the voltage is coming and an on and off switch. I thought that was pretty cool. This is only 10 bucks. I was like, that would be awesome maybe to have on this side of the counter. Maybe on this side of the counter. I don't know. One of the sides of the counters, I'll mount it, and I think that would be cool. Yeah. But then my problem is in the outdoor kitchen, I have outlets. Let me show you. I have an outlet here, has a light switch here. It controls a outside light that hangs above the window. I have outlet here and a switch that controls that fan. And I have an outlet over there. Now, Jen's got a fire going out here pretty good. She's burning cardboard. Now, what I got going on is I do have solar entering. I have to bury all this. I'm going to clean up this system next spring. Goes in there, and that goes to the controller. Now, I'll show you what I got going on back here. Now, back here, I have a whole series show how I built this. But I have a very easy plug-in. You see that? That's not live. That's a male plug-in for a generator. So if I have my generator running and I just run an extension cord right there, plug it in, that whole little kitchen has power. But the problem is, a lot of times we don't want to start the generator or run the extension cord or anything like that. So what I was thinking is, hang on, hopefully my battery don't die on this camera. So what I was thinking will solve my problem is getting a pure wave inverter. Now these things are kind of expensive. I got a very cheap one here. You know, it's about $125 on Amazon. I got it at Black Friday or Cyber Monday or whatever, 60 bucks. What I plan on trying to do is to wire this to the battery, then run an extension cord out of one of these, maybe go under the ground here, not now, I just eventually in the springtime, and plug it into my back power. By doing that, it should go from DC to AC and let all these electrical outlets, let the fan, let the outdoor light work without running the generator. And you know, we might be out here for an hour. You know, we're not going to need a big system to do anything. I don't think so. And I can always expand the system if Jennifer starts bringing out, like, I don't know, KitchenAid mixers or something crazy, which I doubt she will. His outlets are probably just going to be to charge cell phones, play a radio. We would love to have that little light on outside at night. And to run the fan when she's cooking the pizzas or something. So I want to go ahead and try to dig into this, see if I can install it. I'm very new at this solar thing. This is the solar system for just the outdoor cabin. I invested a little bit of money into it this year, and next year we'll see if this works, if I expand on it. Now the big system, next spring we'll be putting the big system in the cabin, so I don't have to hear that generator running all night when Pops is up with his CPAC machine. Is that what it's called? CPAC. CPAC. PAP.
Like P-A-P.
PAP. All right. So I don't have to hear the generator running all night when Pops is up here with his CPAP machine. So let me get on this. I'll see if I can figure it out. Really not sure what I'm going to do or how it works, but it should be fine. Before I leave, I'll disconnect this and it should be okay. All right, folks, so this is what I got going on over here. Now remember, this is just a test. I have to set it up. I actually bought a fuse for it. I'll get to it. I just want to see if it'll work. Of course I knew it was going to work. I just didn't know, though. I don't know. Take a look. There it goes. I had it mounted on the wall, but I couldn't plug the plug in. It was too long. And that's what I got going on right now. Look at this. It's running the fan off of the power. I have it, I don't know if you could tell, but yeah, the blue is plugged in right there. It's gonna runs up over there. It goes around to the back of the cabin and it's plugged in. Not the cabin, the outdoor kitchen. And it's plugged in. And right now that's running off of the battery, solar. So it's pretty cool. I'm excited about it. Basically, I will shut the inverter down. I'll probably always have it shut down until I probably get another battery. And like I said, all we will be doing is probably running that fan and maybe charging some cell phones. I'm gonna shut that fan off. I actually feel the breeze or like the cross draft from it, and it is already cold. But yeah, let me show you. I'll switch this. Oh, it's going to be really cool at nighttime now. Be able to have that light on without that generator going and sitting over here in the dark, and it's going to be awesome. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm going to go ahead and mess with this other little thing I got, see if I can hook that up. That'll be cool. But yeah, good stuff. I will clean all that up, make it look a lot nicer. Like I said, I'm gonna put some protection on the battery and on the inverter. I gotta get those fuses. So I did all my stuff I came up here to do. I'm thinking about trying to find some more firewood I heard the creek running pretty good, so I came down and take a look. A lot of leaves and trees I need to clean up, but it's really a nice peaceful spot. This is one of our favorite spots that we found. But yeah, I want to put a bench right here, clean all this up, put a bench. I started cleaning it. This is where, if you watch that video, where that tree I had my strap hung up on over here off the main logging trail. And I finally got it down. And I had a bunch of trees down in here, and I cleaned them all up, and I piled it all over there, all the branches. And I'll probably take this out of here so I can have a clean walking path right to the creek. And then you put a bench down here. There's some big trees down over there in the creek. See the ice forming. Just sit here and listen to the creek. It's really relaxing. Jen's up at the cabin. She was getting too cold, so she went in the cabin, and I got the fires going out in the fire pit. But now I'm off to see if I could search for another down tree that's like hung up, that's been down for a while. And I know where there's one over here. Let's take a look. Oh, my nose is always running. If it's not allergies, it's just cold weather. Whenever I'm working, my nose is always running. See that's where that's where that tree was. I know we're back on the main logging trail. Cabin's right up here, but have a little partial stone wall going on over here. And if you look, there's a tree hung up. All right, decent size. Whew. Oh boy, let's see. See if we get over there and take a look, shall we? This way. It must have rained a lot because there's a lot of runoff happening. So it's a nice little stone wall running. So, see what we got. Now I know this came down this year or last year. This would be nice. I could come in here and start cutting this down and then carrying it out. Cabin's right over there. I don't have anything. I don't have my pickup. My tractor's not working. Battery's dead. So I have no way to haul this except for by hand. So let me get at it. I'm definitely gonna cut some of that up because I don't like our situation with firewood. All right, folks. So I got the chainsaw going. I got some wood over here. Here goes Jen. I cut it. I can't even talk. I cut down. So I cut up a tree that was down. Probably 2 years of seasoning. Here's a heavy wood. Problem is, I have no truck. My lawnmower is dead, so I can't pull the cart with it. My wheelbarrow's got a flat. I have nothing to fill the damn tire up with. So I grabbed my trusty cart over here. And me and Jen filled it. And then we tried to push it uphill. That's not happening. And it looks like it needs a little air in those tires as well. So we've been walking back and forth with these cut pieces. And they are heavy. I started cutting down. Let me see if it's still there. I think I was showing you. See the one that's still up? I was cutting that down. That's all crap. It is crap. But there was one laying down and was up off the ground just a little bit. It was resting on some rocks. And this wood here is some heavy duty, you know, it's not, and it's probably been down for a year or two. And so this is going to be good wood to burn. I'm going to get it up the hill here. Jen's doing most of the work. We could try to pull it now. We could see if it'll work. A lot of the wood is out. Let's give it a try. Ready, Jen? Try to pull it again? We're going to try to pull it. Well, I'll put you down on this rock. Watch us idiots here. And this is why I need a four-wheeler. Oh, shit. This is why I need a four-wheeler, folks. Oh, my God. I need a four-wheeler to pull this stupid little cart. My back is sore. Oh, you're too far up or something. Oh, I could do it. Maybe not. I'm gonna slip. He's right my ass here. Look, folks. There it is.
Guaranteed now.
Yeah. Now it's guaranteed. When I made that sign, I have a sign like that at home, and I put those signs in, it starts snowing. And sometimes, some of the bad years, Jen's like, go take the sign out. All right, watch this split a little bit of wood. More. All right, folks, Jen's making me wear her hat. We're sitting around the fire. It's got to be like 5:30 at night. It's getting dark. And I'm burning Jen's log. She got messy head because I took her hat. She wants me to show you. If you just seen the clip before, I was putting in the let it snow sign. Well, I don't know if you could tell right now. I don't know if I could angle this down. It's snowing. I mean, it's not crazy snowing, but it's snow. Let me see.
Flurrying.
Look toward. Let me see if we could get it. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, well, towards the light there. No.
No.
It's just like flurries.
Yeah. I thought it was raining. But
Yeah, I thought it was raining. I felt it hitting the back of my neck. I said, Jen, it's raining. And then she's like, oh, let me put my light on. Oh, it's snowing. Oh.
because you put the stupid sign up.
Because I put the sign up. All right. Well, it's Sunday morning. Well, I would say Sunday afternoon at this point. And I don't know if you could tell, but it is snowing. We're packed up. I got to put the memory cards in the trail cams, but we're getting out of here. My buddy texted me, said it's supposed to be a storm coming. So I think it's a little bit of a late start, but I got to get going. So we got a lot accomplished this weekend on the short day, but we made it happen. We had a lot of fun, Jen and I up here doing our thing. cutting wood, getting ready for that next time we're up here, and there'll probably be a foot of snow on the ground. So yeah, it's snowing. It has begun. Actually a little bit late this year, but it has begun. So let me finish cleaning up, get on the road and get home. I probably won't be up for a couple weeks due to holiday and my work schedule. So this might be the last video or the last set of content that I film in a couple weeks. So I'll see everyone on the next one, and I hope everyone has a good holiday. If I don't see you, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and well wishes, and be safe to all my subscribers out there. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.